This episode of the podcast is me and Billy hanging out, shooting the shit, playing some NBA Jam, and just chatting. With that, again, you can find us on offcolordiscussions.blueberry.net. Go there, subscribe to the podcast, like, share, review, let us know how we're doing, and yeah, on to it. Alright, we're live. So,
here we are having a little bit of fun playing some NBA Jam.
A little bit of one-on-one.
I'm gonna hopefully win this. Oh, you didn't pick?
No, why does it keep pushing me over to you? Oh, alright, sorry. That's what you meant.
You gotta join.
So right earlier this morning, you asked me how the beach was. So the beach was fun, but there was a little bit of drama and some shenanigans. So
through your part or
through
just at the beach in general?
No, it involved in my family. I guess is more. Oh, you motherfucker!
I'm not changing nothing. Go ahead.
So we get there. I get home a little after 5. We head out. No traffic there. Get up right up to the strip. We park off to like when you first come into Hampton off 101. You go straight to the strip, and then there's that like long ass parking lot.
Yeah.
So down by like a lot of the hotels.
Yeah.
So we park right in there, so we could be by the rocks, so we could go on the rocks. And so we get there, set the blanket up. We bought two Sal's pizzas to eat out there instead of buying food out there because it's expensive as fuck.
Right.
So we get up, put the blanket down, put the towels down. Fucking, hey, you guys want to eat? No, we're not hungry right now. All right. So I guess we'll just eat. So the kids go and play. Michelle and I eat. I mean, I fucking ate. Like, I ate almost a half a pizza. I mean, they were small, so it was small slices. Almost a half a pizza of steak and cheese and one slice of cheese. So, basically, I had a half pizza last night for dinner.
Nice.
Ask kids, you guys want to eat? No. You guys want to go explore the rocks? Yep. All right, fine. So, we close the boxes, set them on the blanket, go down to the rocks. We fucking find some crabs, playing in the water, go down. Logan goes into some like deep water, not expecting it to be deep, fucking panics. Fucking, like, I don't know where to go. Okay. Dude, I'm like, dude, turn around and come back. What do you mean? Like, you only got 2 directions.
Now,
so he goes down.
How deep are we talking?
It was waist height, but it didn't look waist height when he saw it. Oh, bullshit. So we get down there. After that, panics. He scrapes up his knee. So Emma and I run back. Wrong fucking button.
Oh, nice rebound.
Oh, bullshit. So then we so we go back down to the rocks. Me and Emma, we run. We go to the rocks. They're way behind us because he's got a hurt knee now. Dude, what a fucking dumbass. I gotta stop hitting the X button. I'm all fucked up trying to talk and play. So we go to... Oh, Jesus.
It's the only chance I got.
I guess so. Oh, come on, Landry.
Oh, that was shit. So
we go... All right. So anyways, so Emma and I are at the rocks. Michelle and Logan finally catch up to us. They... I love those sound effects. Oh, bitch, how you gonna miss that dunk?
I don't know.
So they finally catch up to us, so we walk down with them to eat. So I think because Michelle was so focused on Logan's knee that Emma just clueless ran over. Nobody saw that the pizza boxes were like all over the place, upside down, like scratch marks, fucking ton of seagull things. So I just look at Emma, Michelle, I go, oh, I guess the kids aren't eating tonight because they, yeah, bitch, goaltending, get the fuck out of here. So yeah, kids, we had to go buy them more pizza because Seagulls ate our dinner. But it was funny. I fucking laughed my ass off. I thought this shit was funny as hell.
That a bunch of seagulls took your food?
I guess that's what we get for leaving it out. But yeah, I laughed. I thought it was funny. Oh, come on. I just want to hear the fucking Boom-Shaka-Laka from downtown. Oh, you motherfucker.
Where's the foul on that?
This is going to be the least amount of points that either of us have scored in a first.
What the fuck?
And there we go. Back up. So for those that cannot see, I am Golden State. He is Oklahoma. And he just drained a 3. It is 11-10 right now. That's all right. Landry and Curry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but, it's not the 3. I should have hit the fucking 3. Landry going for the push.
Draining it from downtown.
Pass to Curry. Curry back to Landry. Landry back to Curry. Oh, I was over the line. Nothing but net, though. He's skillful and beautiful.
Tagging
So,
them threes.
who do you think is going to win
Oh,
Patriots preseason game?
Tonight, who do I think is going to win? They're playing Jacksonville right now. So, I mean, it's really... I mean, it's going to be kind of a... I don't know. I'd be
You think
surprised.
they're going to go undefeated?
Do I think they're going to go undefeated? No, I don't. I don't think I'm in that fanboy.
Gay. Not gay, but gay. That's
Oh.
lame. There we go. Bam. And back up to the top.
Wow, that was a sick shot. No, I do not think that they're going to go undefeated. I think it's too difficult to run through the NFL. I mean, somebody is going to get lucky and pop them. If they make it to... Yes, I think they're going to win the Super Bowl this year. Again. But... I think if they can make it out of the regular season with no losses, then that's when I'll start thinking, okay, maybe this can be done. I think they're going to end up going 15-1 and probably losing to either the Raiders or I would have thought Miami, honestly.
Now that they got Cutler, is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I would have thought Miami as long as they had Tannehill. Now they got a pudgy, doughy-looking Cutler who's just like basically there for a paycheck.
You don't think Cutler's going to do good down in Miami?
I think
He's got good receivers.
I think he'll do all right because he's with Adam Gase, who is a guy whose system
Coddles
he can
him?
play in.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem with Jay Cutler is I think he's just
Diabetic.
I think he's apathetic. Really. What the fuck? That wasn't
Goaltending,
goaltending.
bitch.
That was.
Stop cutting my shit. Oh, Curry down. Oh. Jesus, dude. Tight game.
So-
Game. 27-27 at the half.
Cutler to me has always just been a pretty apathetic quarterback as it is. Like he to me has never really he just comes across as a player who doesn't care. Like he's got talent. That's not that's can't deny that he has talent. I mean he's lasted this long as a starting quarterback in the league. So he just seems very apathetic. He just doesn't seem like he really cares. He's there to play. He's having fun occasionally, and he's making lots and lots of money. So wasn't he about to be a broadcaster?
Yeah.
And that'll be there next year. I mean, he's gonna make it halfway through the season. I mean, it's not like I'm pretty sure that Tannehill's not out for the whole season.
I think it's an ACL or MCL or something like that. So if it's not for the season, it's out for a long period of time.
Well, I know if he's.
Oh Jesus!
I know
Christ,
if he's. I know if he's not off PUP by the start of the season, he can't play until week 6 or 7.
Right.
So, regardless, if he doesn't play week 1, then he is not playing until at least week 7.
It's 30-35. Billy has got the lead.
Oh.
Durant, you blow dick. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, white boy with a rebound and a dunk.
Oh.
I don't know who this guy's name is.
Did you put big muscle mode on?
Curry. No, I'm not even putting no big muscle on. This ain't no cheat here.
With the one-handed.
That's not some shenanigans. This game's rigged. And that's dumb.
Well,
move.
if it's rigged in your favor, because...
Maybe it's just...
Oh.
Oh, shit. Hate crime. He just stole from that back, man. 37-34, Billy. But among a strong comeback. Oh, he's just not as fast. Dribbling down. Oh, pass the white boy the ball. Boom, dunking. 41-40. Billy's still up by 1. 25 seconds left in the third.
Oh, he's just knocking people over.
Oh, come on. Nice pump fake, and I'm up by 1 with 11 seconds to go in the third. Oh, this is where he shines. This is where he shines.
Foul, man.
The foul? What foul?
You just punched me in the head.
Oh, 44-41. My lead with 1 quarter to go.
1 3-pointer, I'll do it.
Right,
Tie game, baby.
Tie game. That's fine. That's way too long. That wasn't wide open. And he's in. I just want to hear, though. And boom-shaka-laka. White boy knows what he's doing. See, that's when it's bullshit, is when that rims. Oh, and you're up by a field goal. Oh, that was the wrong button. God damn it. No. Shit. You might actually win this one. So you guys slammed at work?
Yeah, we're just busy today. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's the third goaltending.
Stop goaltending me, cheater.
Yeah, we're slammed at work. I mean, we're busy. It was kind of a frustrating day, and on top of that with the back issues and all that shit. So
I'm telling you, man, yoga.
That's what I keep hearing. I'm about that downward dog, you know?
Yeah, there's a place near my work that I think like a bunch of people are now going to at lunchtime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just doing some lunchtime yoga.
Yeah, I'm not going. I don't.
Oh, that was a straight.
No, he got the ball back. 40 seconds left. He's up by 3. from downtown. I still want to hear the boom, but I gotta slam it. So, but I can't because you keep draining threes. So I gotta drain some threes.
There was your Boom-Shaka-Laka. I mean, you didn't get it. I did, but
Or
but
not.
Kenny.
Oh shit! 9 seconds left. No way. Oh no!
And he drains a one-handed. Oh.
Wow, you got the win though.
Yeah, son.
got the win. Nice.
Numero uno. I think I got one other win. That's it. Good stuff. Good stuff.
You're gonna get Destiny 2?
No.
No, you had no part in that?
No, because I didn't really like Destiny 1.
It was fun. It just got repetitive. A lot of the same shit.
You know what it is? I've played.
And even the stories, man. You only get the same 3 fucking guys all the time.
I've played way better games in that same genre. That
first-person shooter genre or spaceman?
Well, both the first-person shooter genre and the open world, kind of exploration style.
Grand Theft Auto type shit.
No, not so much Grand Theft Auto. Like
no, but that's what it is. Like an
Borderlands.
Open world,
Borderlands.
It's the same thing. It's an open world thing with different tasks in it, and
right. Like I guess it's the whole space thing. But like Destiny to me was just out of all the first-person shooter games and games that have come out on Xbox.
Advanced Warfare.
Call of Duty's been garbage, and Destiny wasn't really that.
So, Destiny to Advanced Warfare.
What is my?
Yeah, which one would you play?
Which one would I play more of? I played more of Advanced Warfare. I mean, I haven't played Infinite Warfare at all, but I was playing. I played
maybe
more
that's the one I'm thinking of.
That's the newest one.
The shitty one that everybody's.
I probably would have. I played more Destiny 1 because I haven't played not one single second of Infinite Warfare. Call of Duty just blows, in my opinion. So, hopefully bringing back...
You better pause that broadcast.
I stopped it.
Why you stop it?
Oh, we still playing?
You're not just going to come win and then...
No, that's what I thought I was going to do.
You got to at least play like best 2 out of 3 or something.
Okay. Well, you can't really pause it because if people start to watch it, then...
Oh, so you get... Can you name it? Like, do you get to name that you're... Obviously, you're playing NBA Jam, but is it like... I don't know. Can you name it like Joe versus Billy or?
Yeah. You can go in on the website and do it. You can take past broadcasts or clips or anything and just rename them whatever you want and save them. But back to the Destiny 2 thing. I just didn't enjoy playing Destiny. I played so many different games. Like just last year, I probably played 150 different games.
It's a lot of motherfucking games.
Yeah, it's a lot of games.
I like Destiny more because it was that open world concept, but first person shooter. I mean, Halo's not. Like the Call of Duty games weren't, unless you were playing multiplayer.
What do you mean?
There was no. It wasn't open.
It's linear.
Open world concept. Which one? Call
Halo.
of Duty?
Halo.
Yeah, Halo, Call of Duty. The campaigns where Destiny, the Division. I never played it, but I heard fucking that game, which is the same concept, open world first person shooter, but it's not that space theme.
Right. Well, the difference with the Division.
I enjoyed that part of it, like that open world concept shooter game. I like open world concept games.
Right. Well, I do too. I mean, I just thought Destiny was too repetitive. No, not even close to Halo. I mean, Halo's a great game. I'm playing through the Master Chief Collection right now, which is games CE, which is the original Halo, all the way through Halo 4, including ODST. So in the Master Chief Collection, there is 5 games. I've also played Reach, and I just got Halo 5 Guardians, which...
Halo Reach?
Halo Reach was kind of an in-between prequel between 3 and 4.
Is that the one where you play with all the different guys? It's not the Master Chief, but it's a team of them? Is that...
Yeah, no, this is before the Master Chief, which was Reach.
ODST is the one where you're playing as the soldier.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, that was ODST. That was basically a standalone game off of Halo 3. It is good. I mean, I
think I played Halo 3.
It's a little bit downgraded from...
Which one was the last one on the Xbox? The original Xbox?
Halo 2, yeah.
So I played that one.
And I mean, Halo 3 is good. I mean, I played a little bit of it. I haven't played through the whole thing, but it is very linear in the campaign, and it is very the multiplayer maps are predictable, they would be in a Call of Duty. Now, a game, if you like the first person, you mentioned the Division, that's a third person kind of over the shoulder game, but it is an open world concept in the city. Yeah, it's not a first person game.
It's not a first person shooter?
No. What you're thinking of is the Ghost Recon. No, the 6 Siege. That one is the Tom Clancy first-person shooter game.
But it's open world concept.
It is, I believe, through most of it. But like I said, the Borderland games. Have you ever played any of the Borderland games?
No. Is that over the shoulder also?
No, Borderland is a first-person space. It takes place.
Isn't it more post-apocalyptic?
No, I mean, it is kind of, but it's a futuristic space. I mean, it takes place on a planet that's just made up, and they travel from vault hunters come from. They're basically bounty hunters or treasure hunters, vault hunters, and they come from a planet where they're hired by a corporation. These thugs and vault hunters gets hired by this corporation, and then you go in an open world concept. I mean, there's side quests, there's side missions to get better guns, there's side missions to build your guy up, there's and it's in a very quasi cell animation style. You're fighting
how they started
monsters, not really people, and you're fighting psycho midgets, which are these like crazy short midget dudes that.
So Yax doesn't play that game.
Nah, well, no, he does, but
they then must love killing that midget.
When it comes to like
small person, little person, whatever they are,
like Titanfall was probably one of my favorite games that has come out.
I've heard the second one was dope.
The campaign is incredible. They fixed. I have Titanfall 2 as well. I haven't got a chance to play as much of it as I want to. I'm about 75% through the campaign, but the campaign is everything that I wanted the first one to be, and the first campaign blew hard, like really bad. You played it. The campaign was basically
multiplayer.
That is the campaign.
Yeah, kind of like the Battlefront. That's why I don't like that game as much.
Well, it's cool playing that.
It's cool playing. Yeah, but it's just. It's only multiplayer. That's the problem. Like I like doing I like flying the ships and doing like that type of shit. I would have preferred either a campaign so you play the story or at least play some of the story.
Well, there's the missions which are based off of the story, but
none of or I would have taken what would have been cool was like not the source or what was it? The Force Unleashed they did.
Yeah.
Like that was like a scripted game, like a linear game.
Yeah.
I would have preferred if that would have been like an open concept one where you could go choose to do a little fucking mission, choose to fight this guy, and then like do the almost like Destiny, like with the Crucible, have that multiplayer part of it. I mean, the second one looks good. I mean, it's fun to play them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's why I like the Batman games. I mean, that and the fighting is.
So you just, Batman. I mean, you like the open world.
Yeah, I got used to playing Minecraft a lot, so I'd rather be able to go. But even like on the 360, like the Spider-Man 2 game that was based off of the movie with the second one with Tobey Maguire, that fucking game was dope. But it was open world concept. You could fucking swing your webs around the city. That game was the shit. I just like to have some drinks and be Spider-Man for a little bit. Like I don't know.
I can think of 10 games that you would probably really enjoy playing that are like that. Yeah, they're kind of Grand Theft Auto. There's Sleeping Dog, which was a really good one.
I heard that.
You start off as an undercover agent trying to get into the Chinese underworld of mafia and shit like that, and it's like
the
GTA.
Triad?
Yeah, like the Triad almost. It's a different. I think they use a different.
They don't call them the Triad.
I don't think they call them the Triad, but
they don't want to insult them.
Right. So
that's what they're called.
You get into the game and you start by you have to find this dude in your old neighborhood, and he now runs shit, and you start working for him as a low-level employee, and you got to go
work your way,
shake people down, get money from them for the organization, and then you move up through there, and it's open world. You can do any kind of quest that you have going on or mission that you have going on, and move through the game at your own pace, or just roam around the city and punch people. Like, it's up to you.
Did you ever play Mirror's Edge?
Yes, I have both of them actually.
That was pretty neat. The first one I played for a while.
Catalyst is good too. The first one, Catalyst is the second one. Yeah, that was the one they put out for Xbox One. I never played it before. It was a game that kind of slipped past me on 360 because I was so obsessed with first-person shooter games at the time that it was one of those games that just kind of slipped past me, and I started playing it.
First-person parkour person.
Yeah.
Basically jumping from fucking mountain. It was pretty.
I mean,
it was hard.
Yeah, it is hard. I mean, I'm not very
being
far
able to see
into
your
it, but
hands.
I'll pick it up every now and then. It's a game that you don't have to play all the time to stay familiar with it.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I mean, I've been playing a lot of platformers lately. Puzzle
Independent games?
platformers. Yeah, like Ori and the Blind Forest is one that I've just started playing. I'm kind of late to the party on this one, but it's an amazing game. I mean, it's great music, great lighting, great gameplay, smooth. You think of a platformer jumping on little thin platforms, and you got to get it just right. There's a little bit of a forgiveness with the way it plays. You don't have to be absolutely perfect with every jump, every move, but it's still challenging. So I've been playing a lot of those.
My cousin just got a virtual reality set.
Which one? Oculus?
Yeah, he got the Oculus Rift.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
that works with the
full. No, not the plug in your phone. Like,
No.
Got the actual.
No. Oculus actually works with the Xbox One S. There are games that you can play through the Xbox One.
His
with
is through
an
his
Oculus.
computer right now.
Yeah, you can do it through that. Steam, I think, has a few games.
Yeah, he can do Steam, but his computer was virtual reality ready. So he's like, I just been waiting to bite the bullet. But I got buy the rest of it. So he's got the headset, the fucking toggles, all the bullshit. And he's like, dude, it's unbelievable. So I'm gonna ask him if we can do a podcast down there and play with it.
Did he buy the platform too?
Oh yeah, no, he's got all of it.
He's got the platform with the ring around it.
That I don't know.
So he doesn't walk too far.
No, but I think he's got like the just the doggles or the toggles and the headset, and there was something else. I'd have to look at my phone and see what his text said.
Right.
But either way, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, I gotta come down and check it out, and then
that's dope.
Figure maybe we'll go down and fuck with it, dude. Virtual reality is the shit, dude.
I'm not sold on the virtual reality thing right now. Like,
how are you not? You got look at your 4K fucking TV. How about having that to your face? Like that.
Yeah, that freaks me out.
Why does it freak you out?
I don't know. Like, having to wear something on my head. Like, I've been doing this
you ever watch Black Mirror?
No.
Dude,
I haven't got on that. By the way, I know this is a little off subject. I did finish Daredevil season 1. So I'm on to season 2.
Dude, hurry up.
Okay, moving forward.
Defenders comes out August 18th, so you should at least watch 4 episodes of Daredevil season 2.
I was a little underwhelmed though with
the ending.
The ending of the first season.
I mean, it caught him. It could have gone a couple more episodes, I think, to stretch that part out of it a little bit more. It was very rushed. It took a while to get to this one point, and then I was like, "Bink! All right, I got you." They could have plotted that out a little bit.
I liked the build, and then when I got to the last episode, I was like, it was a little underwhelming. But I mean, it was still good. It just, I think I'm just more excited to move on to season 2.
The episode where he fought the ninja, where the ninja fucked him up, started getting him with all the blades. Pretty graphic, right?
Yeah, that was pretty graphic.
Wait till you get to season 2 with Punisher, dude. Like, Punisher fucks up some people.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like him though. He's a good actor for the roles that I've seen him in so far. So
I watched the first episode of the Ozarks.
Yeah, what'd you think?
It was good.
I
like it. It's like that dark, gritty style. It's like it's almost got like that blue filter on it. So it was a movie that did it the same way. The one with Mel Gibson, where he's like the
Payback.
Yeah. It's got that bluish tint, like gritty style to it.
Did you watch it with the wife?
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
To watch it with the wife.
Because I knew she'd like it. So
it was good.
Yeah, he's good, but I mean. That was pretty graphic for the first episode. I mean, the shots to the face and the head. Spoiler alert! If you haven't watched it, go watch Ozarks on Netflix. But that was good. It was good.
I enjoyed it from.
It's just timing to watch more. Like I literally watch American Grit, and that's once a week. Other than that, I do this Thursdays, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, I might do something else. I don't barely watch. I watch an hour of TV a week, unless like I'm home doing something and I can watch some Snoopcast.
See, I can't find anything right now. Like, I'm watching my shows that I'm into, and that's pretty much the only TV I watch. Like, I just don't find anything interesting enough to keep me going. You know, obviously I watch Game of Thrones.
How's your Game of Thrones going?
Oh, Jesus. Don't even get me started on that, because, I mean, you don't even watch it, so...
I would have no idea what you're talking about.
But, like, I watch the Game of Thrones, I watch The Walking Dead, I watch... Stranger Things, but most of
Stranger Things is good. I'm waiting for that.
I can't wait. We're gonna actually binge watch the the first season again because the second one's coming up in October. So I want to get back
You don't
up.
remember what it was?
No, I don't. Dude, I watched it when it first came out. We watched the entire season the first 3 days it was out.
Yeah, I could see that.
So,
that one was like, one more episode.
Yeah,
that one was definitely.
But I mean, if I'm not doing that, I'm playing for a couple hours. But I mean, then I go to bed and
keeping your skills fresh.
Yeah, I play so.
How many times you practice NBA Jam?
You want to know truthfully?
Well, I mean, I asked the question. I would hope you wouldn't lie to me about it.
I would lie to you about it. I'd tell you none at all, but I played one game last night. I played one game last night.
This kid.
Actually, I played 2 games. I lost the first one, and I won the second one. So I was feeling good, and I went to bed after that. I was like, I'm done. But yeah, I watch pretty much anything that comes on Netflix, and there's a few shows on Hulu that I'll catch up with.
How do you feel about Disney pulling all their movies and shit from Netflix and starting their own streaming service?
Well, I don't think it'll be. App.
I don't know. No, they're starting like a streaming service
now. Oh, like a Hulu.
So yeah, I don't know if it includes their shows, Marvel, like those shows, or if it's movies only. But yeah, they're pulling. I do know that they're pulling their movies from Netflix. So
well, they have that TV channel now that used to. It's called Freeform. It used to be something else, and then Disney either bought the whole station or part of it, and they show a lot of. It's just movies. It's nonstop movies of mostly Disney movies, but and from what I've seen, every movie that they play, Disney has some sort of hold in. But back to the Netflix thing, I didn't know that they were pulling their content from Netflix. I would assume that they're not going to pull the shows.
Yeah, no, I don't think
they're going to pull the movies.
I think it's just a movie. But even still, that's a lot of fucking movies, man.
Yeah, it is. It is, but
it's annoying. Like, I don't want to get another fucking streaming service of $8 a month. Why don't you just
How many movies
Netflix
do you buy, though?
Pay you? Movies do I buy?
Yeah, like, do you buy your kids Disney movies?
Yeah, sometimes. Like, I bought Sing.
How much do you spend on
Trolls. I buy the Blu-ray shit because I want the good shit, and I want the digital download, and I want the actual DVD. So
the Blu-ray is getting almost out of date.
25.
You might as well be watching that shit on Laserdisc at this point.
It's not that far.
It's not that far behind.
It's not that far.
For all you young people who don't know what Laserdisc is, giant CDs.
No, but I just want Netflix should fucking figure it out.
You want to know what happened?
Figure it out.
I can tell you exactly what happened.
Netflix is $20 billion in debt.
And I'm going to tell you exactly what happened.
$20 billion.
Disney came to them and said, we want 90% of revenues from anything watched that we own rights to. And now I'm just throwing numbers out.
Oh, so you don't know what
I don't know for sure, but this is based on Disney's past and the things that they've done. So they probably went to Netflix and tried to stronghold them and say they want revenue coming from their movies and their content at a high rate. Netflix said, no, we'll give you like a 10% increase.
But they don't even show all the Marvel movies now.
It's not even just the Marvel because they didn't own that stuff before. They bought the rights to it, and I really think
they own Ant-Man.
Yeah, but I think they only own from where they bought like the 100% rights to from when they purchased on. Anything before that, I don't think that they control the complete rights of the movies or the content. But what they're known for doing, they basically tried to stronghold Netflix, I guarantee it. And then Netflix was like, no, and we'll give you this. And then Disney said, well, fine, we'll start our own app. We're fucking Disney. We own half the world anyway. So Netflix said, peace.
You really hate Disney.
No, I don't hate Disney. Actually, I like Disney. I'm a fan of Disney. I like the movies. The park's fun. It's great. We have investments with them, so the more money they make, the more money I make. So that's fine. But they're known for strong arming people. That's how they built their parks. That's how they got their land. It's no secret that Disney is not the squeaky clean company that everybody
I know they're not.
Tries to portray him as.
But yeah, so they're losing that. But I don't think it's the shows.
I actually watch more of their original content than I do anything else. I mean,
but but the kids watch the movies. I guess that's more.
Yeah,
my kids use Netflix for the fucking movies.
My Netflix gets worn out just by the kids, but let alone anybody else that watches it. But in my house,
make them go on a different profile to watch it.
They go on the kids' profile.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Because if you have them right, because before I would just let Logan, or I even think Emma, like, use mine, like, just so
they
they don't have to change it or whatever. But if they play kid stuff for a long period of time and that's all it is, they change your settings.
Well,
Like, they changed my settings from adult to kid, and so when I signed in, I had to go back into the settings and recorrect it.
they actually changed your
They
setting.
went in and changed the settings. Like, I went to go watch, like, it was, I want to say an adult movie, but it wasn't. It's Netflix, so it's not porn.
You'd
but
be surprised the shit that's on Netflix.
Yeah.
No,
But
I
either
know
way,
what you're saying.
But
though.
it was, so I went to go. I forget what movie it was too, but it was like, you can't watch this movie, and I had to go in and not even like through the app. I had to go online
through
to the
actual
website and like fix the settings. Like, no, this is mine. I'm an adult. I
Right.
can watch whatever I want. I think it was Nightmare on Elm Street. I went to go watch it when they had it on there.
My problem was, like, the issue I had with it was the kids would watch shit, and people in the house would watch shit, and then my suggestion feed would be flooded with a bunch of kids movies. So I'm like, screw you guys. Everybody got their own. I saw a picture of a guy's Netflix account, and it said account holder, and in parentheses his name, and then it said Parasite 1, Parasite 2, Parasite 3, all using his Netflix account.
That's
I would
a good
assume
idea.
his kids.
Yeah.
So that's where I get probably 90% of anything that I'm watching. Like, I've been watching a lot of comedy shit. Like, I went back and watched. Oh yeah. They got some new stuff on there that's really good, but like, I actually just went back and watched Bigger and Blacker. That shit is still super funny and relevant for the most part. Also, I just watched the new George Lopez special on HBO. That shit was hilarious.
Stand-up special?
Yeah, his new one. He did it in the Kennedy Center in DC. It was funny. I mean, it's called The Wall, and something else. Like, and his opening rant about the president, which I won't go into. You got to hear it yourself. It's just hilarious, but it's just so. And he's in DC when he does this stand up, so it's pretty relevant, pretty funny. But I can't remember if I think that was on HBO. It was either HBO or Netflix, one of the two. But
Let me ask you, because you've asked me several times where I think I think people only heard me talk about it once, but I think we've had this conversation a bunch of times, but it's always you asking me. So you, as a casual fan who you watch MMA but you don't follow MMA, you know a lot about it, I would imagine, because I tell you about it.
yes,
Right? So, like, but I don't know what pages you follow, if any, on Facebook or social media, who you follow on Twitter.
right.
So I don't know if you actually follow the news that goes around. You're a casual fan.
Yeah.
So no martial arts background. I don't know, did you ever do anything
well, I
as a
mean,
kid, anything
I took Taekwondo as a child, but
nothing more than that. Like,
nothing really more than
how
that.
far did you get?
I believe I made it to a brown belt.
Nice. Good for you.
I mean, I was in it for a few years, but the problem was I moved.
Yeah, it's always.
So, I mean, and the class that I was in was all adults. There was no kids classes at that time on that base. So if I wanted to take it, I had to go at adult level. So, I mean, that's kind of how I did it, but I would have stayed in it. I think I probably would have gone a little bit further. I mean, I enjoyed doing it. My parents put me into it just for a focused discipline. Would I have competed?
Yeah.
I mean, I did a couple small competitions that they had through like local areas, like the local area, but I mean, nothing. I didn't really compete. It was more of a showcase than anything. I mean, I was an 8 or 9-year-old kid, so I mean, it's not like
You still study now, practice now, anything?
no, nothing.
No. All right.
No,
So
it's pretty much gone to the wayside. I am excited that my daughter wants to do karate, and she's very into it right now. I mean, karate, to me, karate's always been kind of the mainstream martial art. I liked Taekwondo because it was a little more intense, and it was definitely stressed more of defensiveness, like being defensive as opposed to being. So, I mean, I think karate, the first thought most people have who have no experience with it is hi-ya and chopping boards and, like, you know, punching people. So we didn't, like, when I took Taekwondo, it was all discipline first, and then you learned how to do stuff. But
yeah.
as a casual fan, I mean, I don't follow anybody.
Right.
I take that back. I follow people on Twitter
You
mostly
follow McGregor.
I follow McGregor. I follow
He's a Twitter
GSP.
machine. There you go.
That's
Signed his
actually
contract.
what's that?
He signed his contract. He's scheduled to fight Bisping November.
Really?
Yeah, he officially signed it today. Like he's signed.
Yeah. I didn't know that was coming, but
We get to that part after. What I want to know is as a casual fan, how do you see this McGregor fight with Mayweather? Like what?
To preface it,
That dude just got choked the fuck out. Sorry, I was watching Streamcast. I can't hear him, but the guy in gray, he just got choked the fuck out. Like he's still sleeping. Ooh,
she's great. Oh my god. To preface this, I was a boxing fan for a long time. I mean, I watched quite a bit of boxing.
Back in the day, there was no MMA or UFC, so I mean, it's all you had if you were.
The McGregor Mayweather fight. How do I see it? As a casual fan who knows a little bit about both, and I'm not just, some McGregor fanboy who just likes him because he talks shit and like that's my favorite fighter just because he talks shit. Like, I mean, I hear people talk about the UFC, and I mean, I never claim to know a lot about it, but I know more than some of these people who I hear talk about it. I think it's like we talked about before, it's a little bit of a lopsided fight in my opinion. In favor of Mayweather. I mean, he's fighting on home turf with home rules against someone who's just boisterous and aggressive. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not saying he has no chance. I think McGregor was actually going to win this fight. I just think a lot of that has to do with the fact that he has more to lose reputation-wise. Not that he's going to lose his McGregor. Not that he's going to lose fans or that he's going to lose any UFC stuff, because that's all separate. But you're putting yourself out there and talking shit and doing your shenanigans and your stuff, and then you go and lose. I mean, you're sounding pretty confident. If he wins, he brings in a bunch of new fans to the UFC. I mean, think about people who don't really follow the UFC who are more boxing fans.
Yeah.
This guy may bring them to the UFC. There's no doubt in my mind that this fight is huge for the UFC and for boxing, because if this fight is successful and it's a fight worth paying $100 for, that could help both organizations. You could see a lot more crossovers, in my opinion. I mean, and this opinion is only based off of other things that have been crossed over. Like, there are certain things that just don't work, but in something that's so closely related with boxing and MMA, it's a combat sport. I mean, that's what it is. So I think McGregor's going to win it. I think he's younger, faster, has more to prove. He's definitely more boisterous. He can read the cards when, they put up signs for him.
Have you paid it? Yeah. Have you paid attention to the shit with Paul? Was it Manginiati or whatever? He's a former boxing champion that Conor brought in to be a sparring partner and got ready. And Paul had talked when all the Mayweather shit began and they weren't sure if it was going to happen. Paul had come out and said that he'd fight him because Mayweather wasn't ducking him but wasn't signing him. So he's like, oh dude, I'll come out of retirement, I'll fight you, and be a big payday for both of them. Like he's a top, I mean, he's a world champion fighter. So
but he's retired.
Yeah, but only by like a couple months, not like
it's not like he's been out.
Years. No. Like I think maybe October of last year, so almost a year. But it's not far. But he came in to help McGregor early in. Like they only sparred twice, and I mean he was on the MMA Hour featuring Ariel Helwani. But anyway, he was on there talking that Conor was a punk and all this shit. Like because Conor's camp or somebody have released 2 pictures that show Paul basically getting his ass kicked. Like one was like an uppercut, and then one was him like almost against the ropes falling down, and Conor standing there with the ref holding him, which is allegedly a push down and not a knockdown or whatever. But so now Paul left the camp, didn't finish helping him, and has come out publicly because those 2 pictures had come out.
Now is there like bad blood now? Like they're
I mean there kind of was before, but Paul said that he squashed it when he said he would come in and help him and just let it go. But
I think there's a very good chance that Mayweather could frustrate McGregor enough by not with speed, with lack of speed, playing completely defensive for the first 3 rounds. I mean,
Mayweather's come out and said that he's not.
He can come out and say whatever he wants. When he gets in the ring, his habits will show. I mean, he's 49-0, and in all 49 of those fights, he plays the same way. And he took what is he got? He's got like 5 knockouts, right?
26.
No.
Yeah.
Really? 26 knockouts out of 49 fights? That's actually a lot better than I thought.
I mean,
but he lays back
early on, though. I mean,
right. He lays back. I mean, and I think that
he's come out and said he's not to. So again, I follow Connor on Twitter, but I don't read all his tweets because
me neither.
He tweets a shit ton, and I'm at work. But I know he tweets a lot. But
I can't even keep up.
But I do follow like MMA Weekly, UFC, Conor McGregor. On Uriah Favor's page, BJ Penn's page, which, I mean, it's a lot of times it's just stupid fucking stories, but eventually they do the the MMA news. I mean, a lot of it's clickbait that you can get a lot from the headline, but
right. Can you
click
on the story to find out?
Yeah, fuck that. I get time for that shit. On some of them, if the headline's good enough, and I need to know. But a lot of it's because I follow so many pages. I get a lot of the same shit. So it's like, which one am I going to read from today? Who am I going to click on? Which one do you win the lottery?
Do you feel like a fool when you get clickbait?
Sometimes, yeah. Because when it's like, damn it, I fell for that shit. But
I do that on Facebook sometimes.
So Mayweather, again, I only read the headlines. I didn't click on it. Mayweather has allegedly said that I missed where Connor had said something about monkeys or whatever, like that. I know there was the issue where during the press conferences there was racism because Connor said boy, like dance for me boy. So it's like, oh, is he being racist or is he just talking like a foreigner?
I think that's more of a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Boy in Europe,
from Ireland.
Well, yeah, boy in Europe it has a different meaning than a racist connotation here.
Yeah. So
it's more like mate or man.
So that got swept away, and then Mayweather called him a faggot, which that pretty much got swept away, and then apparently there was Connor saying that something monkey. I don't know. I'm not gonna click on clickbait, so I didn't read it, but that was part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So now Mayweather has come out and said he's fighting for all the blacks, that he's not going to be defensive. He's gonna come face to face with.
Oh, so to fight a racist statement, he's going to come out and fight for the blacks and be aggressive.
Right.
That doesn't.
He's not going to be defensive like he always is. He's coming to fuck him up.
So he gets insulted by a racist comment and decides to represent his race with aggression. I'm going to come out and totally throw my game off and be more aggressive just to represent my peoples. I would have played a defensive game, but he insulted me.
I'm just telling you what clickbait said.
Well, that's why you don't follow
fake news.
Fake news.
But yeah.
If you want to attack someone's literacy, it's all in fun and games. You want to attack someone's sexual orientation. Okay, it's all in fun and games. I mean, race.
You want to wear the clothes that
when you
the
get
jersey
into racism.
That allegedly fucked your wife.
Yeah, I mean, you want to get into infidelity. That's kind of dancing along the border, in my opinion.
Was Connor racist?
I don't know if he did.
I didn't hear the monkey thing. I don't know. I don't know the intent on that one.
I'm going on the assumption that he did because that was the basis of what we were talking about. So if he did make a racist comment and that was the comment that he made or shot across the bow to Mayweather, then to me that's kind of unacceptable because that's one of those things that we're trying to squash. But is it? I mean, I guess unacceptable really isn't the right word. I think that might be dancing a little too far over the line for the hyping a fight or any kind of sporting event. I mean, racism just really isn't, in my opinion, okay anyway.
With the racial relations that are in this country now, do you think they should be starting a race war?
Yeah,
I don't think they are. I think it's the
people reporting
media. Yeah, it's like, oh shit, this is fucking Tupac versus Biggie, East versus West, black versus white, Irish versus American. Right.
We don't need all that. There's enough shit going on that it was funny when he did the fuck you suit. Like, okay.
Funny.
Okay. Well, yeah, okay, and for all those people who are going to say, well, it's not a joke because somebody can't read. Yeah, but it's also a choice. You can learn how to read. You can't learn how to not be black or not be white. You know, you make a gay comment or a racial, sexual orientation slur or something like that. Well, you know, I'm not saying it's a choice. I'm saying it's one of those things that, you know, you choose to tell people or not. You can't hide race. You can't dodge race. You can't be open or closed about race. I mean, you are what you are.
Look at what's her name? Rachel. What the fuck's her name? The lady, the white chick that identified as black, and she was like the head of the
college student. She was posing as
ACP or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I saw that.
You see the giant chicken on the White House, or not on the White House lawn?
By the White House.
By that White House lawn, the China chicken.
It kind of resembles our president a little bit. I think it's amazing. I mean, anytime we control
the president,
someone in a quality way, not even just the president. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's hilarious when he gets trolled. I mean, but anytime somebody can troll in a quality manner, I'm all on board. I mean, I'm not one of those overly sensitive people. You know that. Anybody who knows me knows that. I'm not one of those people who gets offended by shit like that.
No, yeah.
I can be sensitive when it comes to personal stuff, but I'm not overly sensitive when it comes to a general nature of things. Like, I can make light of a situation, because if you can't laugh at yourself, you should not be laughing at anybody else.
That's a fair point.
I mean, and I can personally laugh at myself. I mean,
I just don't get the overdramatic crying.
What?
Not you. I'm not saying you. I watch American Grit, and every time, 90% of the time, when some of the ladies, and actually a couple of the guys did too, when they're on camera, they just cry. Like, what the fuck are you? Why are you crying right now? Like, I just don't get it. Like,
sometimes you just gotta let it out.
I mean, I guess, but a time and a place, not around other people and in front of people in cameras. Cry in the shower. That's what people. That's what adults do. You cry in the shower.
Are you more of a shower in the fetal position kind of crier?
Except for when my grandma died. Yeah. Then, dude, that was the weirdest shit ever. I was fucking. Michelle fell asleep. I fucking. Oh, you gonna choke him right now. Look, he's fucking 1, 2, 3. Look at that choke. That's a nice darce. And he's already out. Look at him. His eyes ain't moving. He's fucking out.
Oh, he's out for sure.
Whoo! Holy fuck. He's still looking over at the top. That dude is out cold.
He's almost purple down to his fucking pecs.
Wow.
That was nice.
That's a dope-ass darce choke. But anyway, so when... after... I think
cut, man.
Cut me, Mick. So it was like one of the first times that we went down and saw her, and you could just tell, like, when she knows she wasn't there, like she was there but not there. Like, I have an image burned into my mind of one of the times that I went down there. But yeah, so we came back, we were laying in bed, and she fell asleep, dude. And I couldn't let it go. I was fucking just all of a sudden just like crying, and I woke her up. I'm like, she's like, are you all right? No. And I fucking just unloaded. and
just kept going.
Like, I don't know how to stop it. Like, what the fuck? I just want to go to bed right now. Like, I couldn't stop crying, dude. Like, but I mean, the time before that, the last time I like cried like that big cry is that whole shit with Chloe and Chrissy. Like that. Yeah. That was like the last time. A big cry, and the time before that was when Justin was in the hospital. Those are like my 3 big cries. Those are probably like the 3 biggest cries I've ever had in my life. Like, wow. No fucking lie. Like those 3 are like,
that's deep right there.
It's like unloading some shit. But
that's 3 more than I think I've ever had.
Yeah, well, sometimes you can't stop that shit. You just gotta let it out.
Someday it'll happen, I think.
Right,
I mean, I've got to have enough sadness by the time, that's going to get to me by the time I hit, 60 or 70, that it'll finally just let loose. It'll be like one singular tear, and that'll be my cry sesh.
like what was it, the old Native American posters or commercials where he had just that one tear?
Yeah, they'll be playing music in the background. We'll have Sarah McLachlan on there.
That's the Dogs.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I think
wrong infomercial.
Yeah, I think the Native American was like 80s, late 80s, early 90s. But yeah, I don't know. Fucking crazy shit. Crazy times. You're going to sign back in, bitch. We ain't fucking going out with just one game, man. You better fucking text whoever you get a text.
I will.
And tell them, listen,
Are we
play
doing
him a
this
game.
We're doing this right now.
I kind of want to watch this choke again.
Again?
Yeah,
you're going
dude.
for 3 or 4 on this one.
This would be the third one. That was a dope ass choke, dude. I'm always impressed with jiu-jitsu. That's one thing like that I wish I had time to do. Like it's a lot of fun.
Let me ask you a question about this.
This being what?
This upcoming, I was getting to that. The fight. Okay, as
The
someone
Mayweather
who
one?
as someone who is passionate and involved in the UFC. I mean, you follow the UFC like most people follow football, baseball, some hockey fans. Like, you know fighters like most people know teams, players on those teams, things like that. So do you think that this fight is just all hype for money, or does this bring more casual or not viewers of the UFC? People who are like, the UFC is just a brutal, two guys sweaty and beating the shit out of each other. Do you think that this kind of fight could bring those people over? People who are just not UFC fans or have never really experienced a UFC fight? Do you think watching Conor and seeing, because this is not something that anybody who watches Sports Center or knows like any kind of sports outlet that they pay attention to has heard about this fight.
Is this on there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't have those, so I don't know.
I listen to
other
Sports
than,
Talk
like,
Radio.
The MMA stuff. 98.5.
Yeah, I listen to Sports Talk Radio. I follow a bunch of people on Twitter. Most of them are football guys, and they are tweeting about this upcoming fight, how they're going to watch it. How, they've had discussions on the radio, because Sports Talk Radio in Boston, they don't talk about fighting. They don't talk about UFC, and they don't talk about NASCAR. Those are the two things that they don't talk about. They will talk about almost anything else sports related, but those two things they just will not talk about. And this Mayweather-McGregor fight has got that conversation sparked. So that brings me to the question, does a casual fan or someone who's not a fan of the UFC maybe check out
Dude, look at that choke,
a few
dude.
more?
He fucking just wraps him up. Fucking
right.
And just
there.
look his eyes go. Look, he's sleeping right there.
His
He's
eyes
out,
went
dude.
straight out. He's freaking out. Do you think this brings in new fans? Like, does this boost the viewership of the UFC? No, I mean, not that it's a wagon. I mean, the last couple of years, that thing is a wagon.
Oh, yeah. So, yes, it'll bring in some new fans. I think it'll... Well, see, then again, it depends on how it does. So, Conor doesn't have to win. He just has to perform really well. And then I think more people people that are like, I only watch boxing, fuck MMA, might have more respect for, depending on how he does. Like, if he gets his ass kicked, dude, I think the UFC takes a big hit in that regard. The hardcore fans and the casual fans that like, I like this guy, I like that guy, they'll probably stay. But like the ones that were like, I think you're gonna turn them off. But if he does really well, then I think they'll jump on. I mean, why wouldn't you?
So if he gets embarrassed, the UFC may take a bigger hit than if he wins.
If they win, if he wins, then the UFC will be set.
Do you think it brings more
boxing's probably? I mean,
crossover. More fighters coming out of the UFC wanting to take on boxers, or I don't see a lot of boxers
it would be hard.
going in.
The thing I like about this fight is, one, it brings it back to almost like the early days, and I think a lot of the UFC like hardcore fans, they like this fight because it goes back to those first episodes where it was a boxer versus a karate guy, and this guy has a glove on, like the guy, I forget his name, that fought Hoist Gracie in UFC 1. You know what I mean? Like it's even though it's just boxing, like it is a strict boxing match, but it's almost that esque. Like, I mean, they get trained how to strike and how to box. Right. Like, but now generations have passed that you have kids that have grown up training MMA, not training karate, not training taekwondo, not doing just wrestling. Like, they're training in MMA. You know what I mean? Like, it's not it's its own thing. It's, I don't know what else you can compare it to as far as sports wide, that it started out like that had so many different styles brought to one, that now it's kids growing up and MMA is a sport, so they're training MMA. So they're not gonna, I don't think they'll see it, or they might see it as like, whoa, this is a cool thing, because you don't see it. But for those that have been around for a long time, it's how it was in the beginning. What style's better, this or this?
I don't know.
I think
I'm excited to watch it, but
I think Mayweather's got not a lot to lose, but I mean, not even like whatever race crap aside, like just as boxing to show that boxing is still the sweet science. That
Do you think he even really cares?
I think part of him's got to. I mean, how do you not hear the people? You know what I mean? Like,
do you think he
hear
cares
the
that
boxing
boxing
enthusiast? I would think so. If you're the baddest man in the world, you're the number one fighter ever. You're 49-0. You know what I mean? Like, how do you?
Isn't that dude 50-0?
Who? Rocky Marciano?
Yeah.
No, they're both 49-0.
Oh, okay. He just needs that win.
I'm pretty sure they're both 49-0. I think they're tied. I don't think he's got it one or the other, but I will Google that shit. But like I said, I think it's neat. I think what they should have done if it was a money grab, they should have did the whole thing.
It is a money grab still.
It is. Yes, it's still a money grab, but it's a boxing match. Like it's a money grab from Mayweather and McGregor.
See, I wonder if Mayweather even cares that boxing is a dying sport. It is literally on its last thread. It is.
See, I don't think so. They still have good fighters. Name
me one good fighter that you would pay $60 to watch to box.
I don't know. I watch UFC.
Okay,
but there are people that do.
Yeah, but what's that margin? That margin is so small, in my opinion, that boxing is a dying sport. People aren't going to see Tyson Holyfield. People aren't going to see.
That's the difference. Boxing is not a dying sport. Boxing is like soccer. Other countries watch boxing. They're now starting to get MMA. It's soccer. Boxing is soccer. Boxing. All the other countries pay more attention to boxing than they do MMA. America hasn't had a badass boxer since. I mean, Bernard Hopkins is the man, but Roy Jones, like the Tysons, Lennox Lewis was from England, but those like big name American heavyweight fighters, knockout shit, like you don't see that. It's all people from overseas. Like boxing is now soccer here in America.
Yeah. I mean, we don't pay attention to soccer.
It's like
even close to as much as other countries.
No, I mean some places do, but nothing like fucking Brazil or.
See, I feel the same way about. I mean, I still feel the same way that boxing is just a dying sport. I just don't think enough people. How many kids do you know take boxing? How many kids you hear of? How many programs have you heard about? How many?
There's a lot in Mass, actually. There's a lot of boxing gyms in Mass.
But to take kids to.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. No, but again.
I mean, I think around in this region, it is. I think in Vegas, it's big.
But again, MMA was grown here. You're gonna see that growth within 20 years.
Well, shit, I'm one of those people who thinks baseball's a dying sport. I mean, baseball is killing itself right now. If they were so big that you're not noticing, have you watched a baseball game? When was the last time you watched an entire baseball game?
It's 2013.
On their World Series run? Yeah. That's most people nowadays. I watched a lot of baseball since. I haven't watched a single game this year. Baseball's boring. Kids aren't playing baseball anymore. Baseball's a 4-hour game 162 times a year. It's boring. Nobody wants to watch it anymore because it's boring.
Yeah, but they're paid motherfucking millions.
They're paid millions, but how long is that going to last? I think they're peaking and falling over. I mean, like, baseball, in my opinion, Red Sox. I see. We live in an area of the country where
we're winners,
where we have so many championships, and I mean that's not on a bragging basis. It's just the way it is around here with the Patriots and the Red Sox, and like I mean, Red Sox fans for the most part are diehard baseball fans, but a lot of them are
diehard Red Sox fans.
No, I think a lot of them are diehard baseball fans. I think the Red Sox fan, the Cardinal fans. Dodger fans, Yankee fans. I think they're fans of the game first, and then fans of their team. But they're getting older. Like
depends on who you're talking to, because I've talked to people about. I mean, they might know Yankee people, but I don't think they're. But they know the Red Sox.
And what age range are they
baseball. in? They're old.
Yeah, they're older. They're older than we are. They're probably in their 50s or more.
Yeah.
And those are the hardcore. And that's what I mean. Like, kids nowadays don't want to play baseball. Baseball takes too long. It's boring. There's no action. Kids nowadays want to get into MMA. Kids nowadays I think even football has dwindling numbers. I mean, people are not allowing their kids to play football. Like they used to. They're trying to get their kids into soccer and, safer sports. I mean, fuck. Did you even hear about lacrosse until you lived up here?
No.
Right.
No, but that would have been cool to play. Although
it would have been cool to play.
I did play it in high school once. Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I think it's going to be a dope fight either way. Excuse me. So after this game, we'll wrap it up.
Sounds good.
Try some busy here.
Some beer. It's a new one.
So Boom-Shaka-Laka, we're going for round 2.
I'm gonna get on fire here and just burn the ball up.
Bitch, how weird would it be if you win all the games here?
And you win all the games at my house?
Yeah, that's just awkward, right?
It is awkward. I would just have to own both of the Xboxes. Put it as my home.
Only if I can play this game while you're not here. Man, Durant can't play like that.
Yeah, you can.
I know. Oklahoma won this year, right?
No.
No,
Washington,
my bad.
Golden State did.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, come on, really? Trying to lay me on the floor like that.
Give you some rub. Oh, come on, man. That's a foul up in this bitch.
Woo, baby.
Curry with the 3 from the outside. What do you think about Durant going? Oh, dude, get the fuck out of here.
With the half-court shot.
Do you think it was all right for Durant to go to
Golden State?
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, I'm not a basketball fan, period.
That shit just got ridiculous, too, with all the build your teams and shit like that.
It's basically NBA 2K. Like, that's what the NBA has turned into. Like, I've never really been an NBA or basketball fan. I was scarred as a kid with basketball, so...
I'm sorry, what? You were scarred as a kid?
I know this is hard for you to understand, but...
Did you get dunked
I was the
something?
tallest kid.
So why is that?
I always got picked first to play basketball, and I sucked at basketball.
How do you suck at basketball?
I'm just not good at it.
You're the tall kid.
I was the tallest kid. Oh no, I used to get burned all the time.
Boom, shaka-laka in your fucking face.
I could dunk at a fairly young... Oh, what is that, dude?
That's black on black crime. That's what that is. Bam, and
that's
a 3-point up
up
in your face.
All right, so I always used to get picked first, and I was just never good at basketball because I never really played except for when I had to, and I got picked first. I used to always get burned, and then people would be like, what the fuck? You're the tallest kid here, and you should be able to play. And
so they made fun of you?
So they made fun of me because I was no good at basketball, and I just hate basketball. Like, I can... dribble and I can shoot.
Did you ever practice?
I mean, I never really practiced because I had no interest in it. Every time I played, I got made fun of. So
your thought wasn't to get the fuck
to practice? No, it was
like,
to find.
I'll show these kids.
No. It was.
You're like fucking man. They made fun of me.
It was find something that I was good at and then try and play them in that.
Which is what? Would you checkers?
I was pretty good at football.
Jump fences.
I was pretty good at football. I was
tall,
fast.
So
I was fast, tall, and I could catch.
Oh, come on, the fuck on. And get the fuck, Curry, don't miss that shit. I'll take the 2. 19-15 in the first. No, second. Second, yeah. Oh, look at his spin move. He's amazing.
Dunking that shit. Yeah, I was definitely a football kid.
Hold on, don't hit me. From 3. Come on. Curry don't miss. Nope, guess not. I guess he does miss. Ooh, with the putback.
Yeah, but I wasn't disciplined enough to play football. I got in a fight the first day of practice and got a warning, showed up the second day, and got kicked off the field. I had too much of a...
Man, you really are Billy Badass.
I couldn't focus my aggression the way I needed to when I was a kid. So, whoa.
I wonder how mad Landry is right now. Oh, get the fuck out of here, goaltending. I've seen this game before. 16 seconds left in the half. Long 2. The long contain. Intimidated. Ooh, and we're at the half.
Yeah. So that's why I never ended up playing school sports. I probably would have been pretty good into high school. Beyond that, probably nothing, but I would have been fairly good into high school.
I feel that I should have wrestled in high school. I did not. I kind of wish I went back and did. Well, I can't go back, but if that was one thing that I could have gone back and done, I would have done that.
Wrestled in high school?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess more learning to wrestle growing up. Like, I think I would have tried to focus more on martial arts and fighting more than I did. Are you excited for Cobra Saturday?
I am excited for Cobra.
Fuck yeah, I think it's gonna be dope.
I haven't seen Cobra in probably 20 years.
I can't wait for the shit talking.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Curry with the get down on my face.
just to put it back in.
Whoa.
Oh.
You shouldn't hit me like that. Oof. Ooh. Oh, so scary there. That's right, homie.
Homie, don't play that.
I'm pretty sure he was squared up. Oh.
Oh, and he's on fire.
Crap. Curry.
Kills the fire shoes.
No fire shoes for you. Boom-Shaka-Laka.
Oh, he didn't even get the alley-oop. That was faked out.
Can't fuck with perfection. Get out of here. Oh, that's it.
See, that shit wouldn't fly in the real NBA.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't.
As soon as
you can't push them down. Although back in the 80s, it was much more rugged than it is now.
Oh, for sure.
Old school, like, Piston games. Oh, shit. Interception.
Oh, and that was for the lead.
39-40.
Oh, with the flip.
Ah, yeah. Curry. Steph Curry with the crap. And he's up. Oh.
Oh.
Put back, dude. Off the brick. Xbox. Record. Oh, you're not even broadcasting? Oh, I
No.
see how it is. So you're just going to let me win, not broadcast it. Oh, I get you. You use me for your highlight reel? That's bullshit. Oh! Right at the buzzer goaltender.
I didn't broadcast because I forgot, and
That's,
nobody really watched the first time.
And he's on fire with the Boom-Shaka-Laka. That's how I talk whenever I do something cool. I say Boom-Shaka-Laka. 2:36 left in the quarter. It is 50 to 47 him. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. Really?
Really?
White boy got the jumps. 50 to 49. I'm catching up, bitches. Oh. You hear the cheer crowd? That's right. They're cheering for me.
With the fadeaway.
Oh, you missed that shit.
I did.
Uncontested 3 puts me up by 2 with 2 minutes to go.
Get that stank out of here.
Oh, why you push him down the corner? He didn't even do nothing to you. It's not nice.
Oh.
Wow, it's got some flips. What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
I fly finger rolled that. I wish they really played like this.
It would be fun. Yeah, I would definitely be more of an NBA fan.
I caught it off the crowd.
Ah.
60 to 55. How you gonna catch up? Under a minute? No.
With
11
the
seconds.
tie
Tied
up.
up. 4 seconds. Up by 2. This is probably it. Get him. Oh, he sucked
Oh,
it.
and he ties it up at the buzzer.
End of the quarter, and we're going to overtime. Shit. Oh, come on, man. I don't think I've won a jump off yet. Nice face with it. Oh, we get in the O face. Man, you know you can't spin like that shit. He's got it. Going for 3. Oh, shit. He ties it up. Oh, menage a trois. Boom-Shaka-Laka. I guess it's not really a Boom-Shaka-Laka, though. That's why it's a menage a trois. Double fucking rainbow. Get down. You get down from there.
Oh. That's
Heating
messed
up. How's that messed up, man? It's a dunk in your face. Oh, I pushed down my own guy.
Because you got the hit with the crossover. Your ankles broke. That was a weak-ass alley-oop. That white boy almost missed it.
Showing off his range with long twos.
That was a 3.
Mm,
It was.
sure. No 3-point scored, but it is 80 to 74 with just over a minute to go in overtime. Can you double overtime?
Yep.
83-70. Up by 6 with just under a minute to go. Huh. He presses from the top to the key. Oh, he gets blocked. White boys pick up the ball and slam in your face.
That white boy's got game.
Oh, Curry with the pickup, and he's up in.
Because Westbrook's so small, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
I like Russell Westbrook.
I didn't say I didn't like him.
I think his teammates shitted on him by leaving.
He was free to do so.
Guys, we're a team, man. Oh, white boy for the 3. Oh, all right. It was worth a shot. 3 seconds left. Up by 5. Oh,
Air ball. See, we're 1-1 for the night.
1-1 for the night.
Fun.
Our beer for the night. Left Hand Brewing Co. Milk Stout Nitro American Stout. 12 ounce. It is brewed on the banks of the mighty St. Vrain. It's super smooth with soft roastiness and mocha notes. 6%, not bad. Tells you to pour in a glass straight upside down, almost like what Carl was saying last week, where you pour it straight down the middle. Hard pour, huh?
Oh, it actually says right on it how to pour it.
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
That's interesting.
This is an SNL skit.
And that Casey Affleck. Have you watched SNL this year? I couldn't even tell you who any of the SNL people are this year. Except for that guy. Episodes. I know who that guy is.
Go back to Starbucks. Yeah. So back to the original question. No, I have not watched a lot of SNL. To be honest, I think SNL has gone downhill in the last few years. So I was a big Saturday Night Live fan.
I think every generation has their SNL people. I would imagine that some of the younger folk know who these people are.
Yeah, I mean, people who watch it, but I don't even think a lot of people watch it this generation.
You ever watch F is for Family? Bill Burr's cartoon on Netflix?
No.
Dude, you should fucking watch that shit.
I have seen it and thought of watching it, but I haven't watched it yet.
You should watch that. Dude, that first episode is funny as fuck.
Yeah?
Yeah.
My whole thing with SNL is, like, we come from the age or the era of Farrell, Farley, Spade, Catan,
Tim Meadows,
Adam Sandler. Like, those were the people who were on SNL when we started watching SNL. I'm personally more of a fan. Like, that was, to me, a great time in SNL. It was funny stuff. They were doing really good stuff. But for me, I'm always more of a fan of the Belushi days, the Aykroyd.
Those were good too.
Yeah, I mean, those to me were better skits. The quality obviously wasn't as good, but like the set quality and all of this, this stuff, you look back on it and you're like, wow, that's pretty cheesy, but the material that they used was funny. It was really funny, and some of it was offensive too, and nobody got upset about it. And that
wasn't offensive then.
Well, no, but it's offensive now, but they could say it then on TV, and people didn't write an email, and well, they didn't email then, but they didn't write into and call into the station saying how offended they were. They weren't able to post Facebook postings about how offensive it was.
Oh yeah, no, I mean you couldn't. I don't think you could make movies like Nerds or was it Meatballs?
Meatballs, yeah.
Yeah, you remember those movies?
Yeah,
like, I don't think you could make
Animal House.
Yeah, I don't think you could make those movies now without somebody fucking whining about something.
I don't know. Have you watched Neighbors? Did you ever watch Neighbors?
Neighbors, Seth Rogen and
yeah, it was Seth Rogen and I want to say Kristen Wiig. Is that who it was? Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't her. Definitely in Zac Efron.
Yeah, the
who
Disney Channel kid
was
High School Musical.
Super funny in that movie.
Baywatch looks funny.
He's way out of that whole Disney era, like High School Musical thing.
Well, I'm sure they all are.
Not all of them shed that image of wholesomeness. No, but he did. But if you haven't watched Neighbors is hilarious. It reminded me a lot of Animal House.
I'll have to check it out. But
some funny shit.
But we'll wrap it up.
Sounds good.
Saturday night, Cobra.
It's going to be fun times.
It is going to be a fun time. It's going to be some silly shit.
There is definitely...
Those are going to be hard to edit down. Obviously, we'll have breaks. There'll be some shit.
Yeah.
I think those ones, like, I haven't listened to the fight one from the other night. I still have to listen to that. So
you haven't listened to that? Because that was my next question.
It's 3 fucking hours, man. That's a long time. I want to know what the
quality of the secret
of
taping.
How it sounds like. Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting to hear it out. But we'll wrap this up. It's been fun.
As always.
Saturday, man, Cobra. That's gonna be some interesting shit.
Can't wait.
Good night.
Good night.
There you have it. That's it. That's the podcast right there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Next week, up on the podcast, we have Brendan Gavin. He is a former neighbor of mine, but makes legit knives. I'm going to post all the links up so you guys can check out his stuff. Check out his YouTube page. His knives are awesome. I can't wait to talk to him about him making them. And that's it.